comes to taking this 10-month journey of ascending the tree of life with the Modern Mystery School, there's 2 steps that we require that people take prior to beginning the 10-month journey. The first is to receive a life activation, which I mentioned is the awakening of the DNA pattern. It basically turns on that pattern of the tree of life, those codes of the tree of life within your DNA, and starts to allow your potential to become more and more online. Gifts start to awaken automatically, more clarity, more intuition, more awareness of alignment with life purpose. And I find that when people have a life activation, it's like they're more intuitively able to connect to the deeper teachings, the energy of the universal principles, and there's just this greater intuitive connection and readiness to progress in life when somebody's had that life activation. If someone were to only ever see me once and I could only ever do one thing with them, I would want to do a life activation with them because I know that it will benefit them for the rest of their life. So that's the first step, and the way to do that is to find a practitioner in your area who's been trained and certified by the Modern Mystery School to be a life activation practitioner. And you can go to the Modern Mystery School's website and find all of the lists of the certified practitioners and find whoever's nearest you. The second step is to receive something we call the Empower Thyself Initiation. Now, Empower Thyself is a 2-day program, and that initiation program gives you a broad sweep training of all the foundational teachings and principles and philosophies and concepts that we teach in the Modern Mystery School. It's all based on Kabbalah. So what happens in Empower Thyself is that this is a foundation to the teachings of the Kabbalah, right? When you've had those teachings, now you're ready to go deeper. And so those 2 days of Empower Thyself really sets in the foundational teachings. They get you ready for the journey, and they help you understand why, what is it about our personality and our ego and our negative ego, and how is it that we're going to really attain that greater level of clearing out the subconscious and so forth, so that we can truly come to embrace our divinity. But in addition to the 2 days of teachings that happens in the Empower Thyself class and initiation is the initiation itself, as well as the handing down of several methods, several ancient methods and techniques where you can be empowered to start taking control of your life and your energy. You can start to protect yourself from your own negativity, where we tend to get ourselves out of balance and off course sometimes. So you're going to learn through the 2 days of Empower Thyself, you're going to learn a pattern that you can start bringing into your daily life, some practices that will start to align you more with your spiritual potential and help you create greater sense of balance and containment and empowerment of your energy. So there's these methods that you'll learn, plus the initiation itself it's not just a ceremony, right? The initiation, like, why is initiation so important? Initiation used to be something that we had as part of our society from tribal times. It was part of every ancient society on the planet. And sometime over the last couple hundred years, we lost it because we became so focused on science and started to remove ourselves more and more from a spiritual way of life. And in letting go of those initiations in our modern day world, we lost something really critical. And it's something that, all I can say is that initiation is an ancient technology for spiritual evolution. It catalyzes that accelerated evolution in your life like nothing else I've ever seen before. And it's hard to even explain, but it's because there's this lineage and there's this pool of energy that's been built up over thousands of years. So for example, in our Modern Mystery School, we have the lineage of King Salomon that's been built up over 3,000 or more years, and it's unbroken, right? So there's this transfer of knowledge as well as a transfer of energy through the initiation ceremony that infuses empowerment into your life, and it expands your capacity to flow more energy, about 10 times more energy in your life. And it brings this new level of awareness into your life. So one of the ways that I like to look at it is the life activation turns on the lights and sort of opens the door to your potential, and it's up to you to intuitively take those steps forward after that activation. What happens with initiation is it's like there's this wave of energy that picks you up and carries you forward 10 times faster forward towards your potential, towards those things that you're meant to be doing, towards your purpose. And so initiation is just this really powerful ancient process, this ancient method for accelerating your spiritual progression, accelerating your spiritual evolution. And it is very real. You know, when people get initiated, they feel like this sense of coming home. They feel this infusion of joy come into their life. It's like things just start to change, and they're feeling more empowered to start really taking the various aspects of their life into their own hands and really going forward and creating a whole new pattern for their life. And with initiation, there's greater knowledge and greater connection into the various spiritual realms, understanding how they work. There's a lot of deep teachings in the mystery school tradition. Like I said, it's thousands of years worth of tradition, so it's a very bottomless well. I've dug and dug and dug, and I've been on this path for 15 or more years, and I've still not hit the bottom of the well of knowledge and then tools of empowerment and so forth. So that initiation in our lineage, in our tradition, and is so critical for helping prepare people to really step into their work in the world in a whole new way. You know, you're already serving, you're already on your path, and yet when you get initiated, it's like everything becomes accelerated, everything becomes empowered that much more. With Empower Thyself, you're saying, I know that there is something more that I'm here to do. I know that there's more to life than the physical. I know that there's this spiritual realm and these spiritual powers that are here to help me, and I want those tools, and I'm ready to commit myself to really stepping into being somebody of influence and somebody who's ready to walk that path of empowerment in this world and bring light. You know, I want to bring good into this world. I want to bring positivity into this world, and I'm ready to commit myself to doing that. And so Empower Thyself Initiation is about empowering you to have more support to do that, to fulfill your life work, and to really get on track. You know, I find that when people have come forward to initiation, maybe they've been a little bit off track with the purpose that they're here to fulfill, and what happens after initiation is that they get redirected really quickly. It's like synchronicity and, you know, other forces from the universe and guidance and so forth comes through to help redirect their life to get them back on track with where they're meant to be going to fulfill their purpose. So certain doors might close, but new ones open, and those new ones that open, it's like you just start really moving forward very quickly. And if you're already on track, well then what I see happen is that people just start to accelerate forward so much faster. They just start going gangbusters, trying, you know, to move forward with fulfilling their purpose and their progression. So Empower Thyself, the initiations, every step of initiation is ultimately about your next level of empowerment, and they come through and they catalyze energies in ways that it's hard to describe it in words, but people have experienced it over and over and over again. And it's not even about your belief. It's just this spiritual technology that accelerates you in your progression. So when it comes to ascending the tree of life, we want you to have that foundation of empowerment, that foundation of the fertile ground of your soul that happens through that combination of life activation and the Empower Thyself Initiation, to really be ready to harness the fullness of who you are. It's like it opens up codes that allows you to access more and more of your potential. It gives you more capacity for growth and transformation when you've had those first two steps before you start studying Kabbalah. And then Kabbalah takes you deeper. Kabbalah helps you to really discover the inner depths of the self and to really stabilize that new you that you're really meant to be. So that's just a little bit about how to start getting going on this path to studying the Universal Kabbalah and working with the Modern Mystery School. And like I said, you can find out all about the various practitioners and the guides who can do initiations, the various practitioners who can do your life activation, by going to the Modern Mystery School's website and looking up their certified practitioner lists. And then you can find that the guide that you connect with, can help you find a Kabbalah teacher that is closest to you. Thank you.